Mitch and Dino's Podcasteria.
Mitch and Dino's Podcasteria.
Mitch and Dino's Podcasteria. Come and listen today. Hey.
And we're here! Yeah! Welcome to the Mitch and Dino Podcasteria, starring me, King Scott, and over here. I did it backwards.
No, you didn't. You did it right, but we weren't supposed to do it right. We were supposed to do it wrong, but you did it right.
Man.
And you messed the whole thing up. But that's okay.
And this is...
Chooch!
Wow! I can't believe I screwed it up already. That's good. Nice work, man. Yeah. Woo!
Wow. Feels good to be here today.
It feels amazing to be here today. Why did let's go? Why? So man, it's been a good week. How's everything going with you?
It's going pretty well, thank you. My allergies are going crazy, but that's par for the course at this time of year.
Sure, it's allergies. I saw you at the pool hall. Putting chalk on that there
on that stick.
Cute poo stick.
Putting chalk on the stickies.
What's the stick called from poo?
Cue ball.
The cue stick ball.
You know, I don't know.
That's a good question. Well, anyways, this is an exciting week.
If you guys want to go to the bar and shoot pool, you let us know.
Yeah, let us know. I think this is a huge week for us.
Why?
I really do.
Why?
Because we got an amazing show lined up here.
Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, I'm serious. Very incredible, important, wonderful things. One of those things is I was walking in here to the studio.
About to sneeze.
And we'll do the...
Listening.
Okay, no, keep... Yeah. And so I walked into the studio. Why is he aimed at me? Hey, he stopped. Okay. So I walked in the studio. I noticed something happening in your ceiling down here. We're live in the big giant... He has this huge recording studio.
Oh, geez. So many tens of square feet.
Yeah.
Huge.
And let's address this sniffling real quick before I get to this. What the heck's going on with your nose?
Yeah, I got allergies.
Why?
It's not booger sugar.
Why do you have allergies?
I feel like it's booger sugar sometimes, though.
You're an adult. Why do you have allergies? I'm an adult. I don't have those.
Do you not get allergies?
You've done better.
No, maybe. I don't know.
Really? Wait, but really though, like you don't have like a time of like the year whenever you go crazy on like your nose, eyes itch, and you got sniffles.
Oh, my bottom's been itching a lot lately.
Well, those are worms.
Oh,
you got to get those checked out. Parasites, seriously, man, they're a real thing. They don't happen a lot in America, supposedly.
Yeah,
but they do.
Wait. Has this come up on your TikTok? Where are you getting this info from?
No, I don't know.
See, that's all fag ugly, you know.
I've just grown up. I've grown up. I feel like I think that I had them before as a child.
Well, what made you say though that statement? You said that normally doesn't happen here in the U.S. It happens overseas. Because I've been watching a lot of TikTok lately, and I've discovered that basically every disease on the planet, from cancer down to whatever, 2 left feet, they're all caused by parasites. Is that true? Are you familiar with this?
I'm as familiar as a 34-year-old
expert
would be.
That's pretty cool.
Who knows nothing about science and medical.
Well, that's... dude, this is TikTok kind of stuff. That's what I need. I don't want a real... I don't want
a real professional opinion.
No. I want to trust you. You look like a kind of guy that would have a cool channel that would talk about really cool subjects. And
I would.
You probably have 12 kids, and you probably have a really sick mom blog channel.
My mom is very much into health.
I like it.
But no, okay, so from what I've read, parasites are very prevalent. They're not supposedly like the medical community. They're not as prevalent here in America as they are like overseas and more third world
Arkansas
type of countries.
Yeah.
or whatever, where maybe not as much clean water or what have you.
Festus.
But then you also look at like the holistic side, which, you know, some of it's, I feel like very, very valid, but other stuff is kind of like wonky. Is the parasites are very prevalent in America. You got tapeworms.
One of my favorite kind of worms.
Oh yeah.
Ringworm.
No, that's not that is a fungus.
That's not a worm?
No. Ringworm is a type. I know.
Gosh, this is over, man.
Done better.
This is dumb. Now you're no longer a scientist because I disagree.
Ringworm. Look it up. I'll look it up.
Well, I
have the
busy
internets.
disagreeing.
Ringworm is a fungus, but it gives like a ring on like your skin, so it looks like
a cool round
maybe
worm.
a worm, but
Roundworm.
it's a fungus.
Is roundworm? What's that?
Roundworms, I think, are parasites.
There we go.
Ringworm.
I love a good
Ringworm.
roundworm.
It's a rash. Yeah, ringworm is a rash caused by
Worms.
a fungal infection.
Dude, you're smart.
I'm
He
so
could have his
freaking
own
smart.
TikTok
I
channel.
know. I should
You
do it.
seriously could now.
Oh, I'm gonna be
You're
like this. I'm gonna be
scientific.
like this the whole time.
Dude, this is going to be good, man. I like this. If you scare you, you're going to quit. I know you will. Your eyes are watering.
It's coming so close. Yeah, my eyes are watering. I don't get it. I think it's from the dust, though, from the ceiling tile.
No, it's totally the dust. Not about that sad story I told him earlier.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
That was a sad one.
it's a shame.
But
It was a nice pair of tires, and they got slashed. See, we're out here in the woods, and in the woods, you talk about tires as if they're part of the family. And whenever one gets cut, it's sad.
It's true.
Yeah.
My dad, we went to go pick up wood over the weekend for my dad.
Oh, that's a fun day.
And
You've done better.
Keep it going. What kind of wood? Was it birch? Was it walnut? Was it
what to sneeze?
morning? What kind?
It was oak and hickory.
Oh, okay.
But on our way out for picking it up, the guy had a snowplow, his rig, like sitting there, not connected, but it was sitting there on like the corner.
Mm-hmm.
My dad cut the turn too short quickly, and it ripped his tire.
On
I
a
know.
dang
R.I.P..
snowplow.
R.I.P.
Was it the? Do you have a trailer? Or was it just a truck?
No, it was his truck.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I am. I'm serious.
But that kind of thing happens, whenever you're living out yonder.
Yeah,
It's just what you take.
Yonderville, which was the original name of the show till we landed a deal to work in a pizzeria.
Mitch and Dino's.
Yep, Podcasteria. That's what it's called.
So, what were we talking? Oh,
Well, you were talking about worms. You love worms. You love getting them. You love evidently mushrooms.
you never had an itchy butthole
well,
whenever you were a baby, like a kid, not a baby, but like a kid
yes, but you know what happens?
playing in the
is
sand. I used to get it all the time.
from playing. No, you get it because you're not wiping correctly, so things dry down there, and it causes an itch. But that's where the old
That could be
wipe,
that could be it.
the old baby wipe, comes into handy. And once you,
Yeah,
or
but you
a
don't think
bidet,
about-
if you have wipes or a bidet, you're not going to get itch. It doesn't happen.
We got a bidet. Did you know that?
I didn't know you're that rich.
Did you know we got a bidet?
When did you get this?
3 or 4 months ago.
How come your wife's never invited me to use this?
I don't know, but you could try it out after if you want. Take it for a spin.
Dude, of course, man.
Have you
I
ever
had chili
in
for
all
lunch.
seriousness, have you ever used one?
Yes, I love bidets.
Okay. Are you being serious?
No, I'm serious. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a shower.
Yeah.
They're the tush shower.
They and like after having it, I will do my best to not excrete in public.
Really, it's caused you to.
Like I have to be home now to do it. To do that, yes.
No. Yeah, it is a shame they don't have a wireless hose that you could take with you.
Wouldn't that be cool? I mean, I guess you could bring it and connect it to the.
To the public.
Always have your bidet with you. You get connected to the public bathroom.
Let me just shut the water off real quick.
You can do it right. Everything's well. I don't know about in public. In public restrooms, maybe not.
Yeah, a bidet would be a little tough, a little gross too. But You can make it work.
That would be funny if it takes you like 15, 20 minutes to take a dump in there because you got to hook it all up and then take it apart.
You're like, how come you keep messing your pants up? Well, I'm trying to hook up the dang bidet.
Splatters everywhere. Yeah, no, we have one. We bought it back like 3-4 months ago, and it is by.
It's by. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah,
It's very woke.
very.
Yeah. So is it the one with the camera? I like that one. There's one.
Yeah, there's one. There's one. Have you seen those stickers?
What do you mean?
There's stickers you could buy. It says they put them on like the. I saw it at Home Depot once, and it made me laugh. At first, I was like, "Wait, is this serious?" That was my naivety, being just me.
You're so naivety.
This is a big word, wasn't it? Was it a big word?
Wasn't Jesus born in a naivety?
My nose was not this stuffed up.
Go. Sorry, you were saying
So, I don't know what I was saying.
you were at the Depot stores and they had a sticker that said something about a camera.
Oh, it was stupid. It was a prank sticker, but it made me laugh.
I want.
And it said that this camera, like this toilet camera, is for research purposes only, or something.
That's fun.
But they put it right next to where the sensor are because it looks like a camera. If you look at it, it looks like a camera.
That's awesome.
But it's the sensor for whenever you get up, it flushes.
See, humor is good anywhere, even in the old toiletry.
I took a photo. Yes, I took a photo of it and put it on Facebook because it made me laugh so much.
Oh, the sticker, but not the. Okay.
Not the poo poo.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool though. There's one though. I'm pretty sure you could probably get for free. Sell the data. It tracks whatever you. Oh wow, corn again. This guy's awesome.
Wait, isn't there something out there like that?
I'm sure
That detects like your poop and then.
yeah. Google owns a company called Poogle, and it tracks all your doodles. So it's pretty cool. Your Doogles
So Google
owns a Poogle that
tracks your Doogles.
Yes. So and
That needs to be a t-shirt.
yes,
Google owns a company. Google owns Poogle that tracks your Doogles.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a pretty
Okay,
neat
so
company.
that we need to make that shirt
Yes, we do. So go to our merch store right now
at
www.dougal.com.
You know that's.
I didn't say that. I said .car just to be safe. Is there a .car? If there is, don't.
They got
Don't go
that.
there.
They got that everything's now.
Dang
Have you noticed that? Oh, have you noticed that?
Yeah, you try to buy a .com and you're like, sweet, Yahoo.com .bung. That's weird. Yeah, it's just weird. There's 8 minutes, but you can now.
They're very expensive too. A lot of times.
The first year though gets you. It's like wow, basically free the first year. Next year, $99. Good deal.
A boomer is like a little
It
squirrel.
is crazy.
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 Money's expensive.
All right, so what were we talking about? We were talking about ringworm.
Yeah. So because you had itchy bottom and you had that
Oh yes,
day, yeah.
when I was a child,
yeah.
I
So
would sit in the sand pit and I would get an itchy booty.
now here's the question: what were you wearing, or were you wearing anything?
It was like shorts,
Okay, so
pants.
they're probably those old school shorts that were barely past the little peon you have down there.
Okay, that was uncalled for.
Sorry. You know, like the Umbros or something where it's kind of open, a little easy access for mushrooms to grow or worms, evidently. Mushrooms can grow on your arm and make rings.
Because of ringworm.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a fun guy.
We really need a mute button on these things.
Dude, use that cough button anytime you want.
My nose is like, this is crazy. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
So can you eat?
I've been waking up
can
with
you
like
eat
crusties
peanuts?
in my eyes. I can eat peanuts.
Yeah,
Of course I can eat peanuts.
You kind of look like a person that can't eat peanuts. I'm just saying.
Breasts.
What does that person look like? What are you trying to say?
This is the kind of guy right here. He can eat peanuts. And I'm sorry I know podcasters, but if you watch the video, you'll see that the guy on our logo that's more on the side with the reddish hair, it looks like, eats peanuts, complains Santa doesn't get itchy bottom. And then this guy looks more like the one that can't eat peanuts, and he sits in sand and gets itchy bottom. That's what those people look like.
Wow.
Am I correct?
If you say so.
Did you have itchy bottom from sitting in sand?
I'm having itchy bottom right now.
I like it.
Well, I'm sorry.
You want to talk more about it?
Yeah. So explain to me what happened. So you were, did you do the dog scoot on the floor? What happened? How did your parents find out you had some worms?
I don't freaking remember, man.
Okay.
But I had them.
Did it look like rice?
I have heard that though. Yeah.
That's
No, I mean, I don't know. Dude, I was like 6, 7 years old.
You're freaking, dude, I get it.
I was freaking, you know, freaking. So.
No, I'm pretty sure. I bet. Come on, I lived in Oklahoma for a while.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We're in the
Good old West Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's way down yonder in a town called Marlow, Oklahoma. The Outlaws, home of the Outlaws. And
where in Oklahoma? I'm not familiar.
so if you go down 44, for those of you who live in California, if you go down 44, or let's say international people, if you go down Highway 44, you all know what I'm talking about, from St. Louis, and you go past that one town, and then you hit Tulsa, then you go through a few more towns, and then you reach a city called OK City, aka Oklahoma City.
Oh.
Home of the Cowboy Hall of Fame. You take a left there in Oklahoma City, right there at some other highway. You just go down. It's close to, Chickasha and Lawton and Duncan. Down in that area, and it's called Marlow. And it's kind of...
And you live there?
An oasis in the middle of West
When
Oklahoma.
did you live there?
Oh, early lifehood of me. And so...
Were you born there?
No.
Were you born in Shalbina?
Nope.
Where were you born?
I was born right here in St. Louis.
You were?
Yeah. But I didn't live here very long for a child.
Were your parents living here whenever you were born here, or did they come here for you?
No, they were here. Then my dad quickly got transferred. Because he's like, you know what? I don't want my kid to have a proper upbringing. I want him to live in Oklahoma. So he sent me down there.
Ooh, burn.
I'm kidding. I love Oklahoma. But so yeah, I lived up in this little town. And the cool thing is across the street from a park. And you guys could look up this park. It's called Red Bud Park.
Uh-huh.
And pretty neat little area, full of pecan trees. And if you haven't had pecans that's fallen in your yard, you go out there and you crunch them. You eat those pecans for free. You haven't lived life. That was amazing.
That would be fun.
Pecan.
Did you use one of the little, did you crunch them with your peanut cruncher? Like, not your peanut, but
yeah, the
your
little
nut,
metal, the cheap little metal things.
Like for crabs and stuff?
Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
You know?
That thing. Yeah, so we lived out there for a while, and it was pretty neato. And I sadly was too young to develop a good Okie accent, which would have been beneficial. But
what kind of accent?
What I'm talking, speaking of butt,
does an Oklahoma
an Okie? They got the Okie accent.
What is that?
It's their own world.
Is it like Southern? Like a Southern accent?
No,
like
it's kind of
accent?
there's the Texas drawl, and it's kind of similar to Texas drawl, but a little different. And
is it like Texas mixed with Midwest?
Because
Midwest is more of like a
yeah. Think of Guthrie. It's like Guthrie. If you ever listen to Guthrie or Will Rogers or Roy Rogers, any of those guys, they have those like that. And we're, I don't know how to describe it. My sister had it. She was a little older than me. Her friend was a little older. They were in a preschool and kindergarten together.
So they had it.
They got it. She got it.
Oh,
but I missed it because I'm proper and I know how to put a bow tie on.
A real bow tie? Oh.
No, I don't know. I know how to do the clip-ons. I'm not a jerk. So I was out there. But anyways, speaking, it's West Oklahoma, not a wealthy area by any means that I was aware of. At least where my house was, it was not. And so I'm sure. Here's how I know there's a good chance I had rice falling out of my fanny. Is that we came home from probably visiting a family up here in St. Louis, and then went back down yonder over there to Marlow, and rolled in our driveway. We had a swing set out there. It was a blue swing set, metal one with these little white swirly lines on it.
Okay.
And it had this thing, and it had a slide and a couple of those things, the swings. And so we get all excited. We're finally out of the car. Woo! After probably a 7-8 hour drive, and you run over there, and my dad grabbed us both, my sister and I. Was like, do not touch it, do not get on there, do not get on there. It was covered in all these little things called asp. And they're green.
What is asp?
They're a worm, but they're extremely poisonous. And they kill people.
What?
And it was caked in them. It was pretty wild. But
that's the problem with Oklahoma. Where do those reside? Is that like an Oklahoma?
Down south and warmer areas that tend to be. And then.
And what about them is poison? Like if they touch you?
Yeah, they have these little. They're furry. They're pretty. They're green. They have like kind of a yellow tint to the top of them. And
but they're spikes. Like they're kind of like
they got spiky kind of things. And then so there's that. There's little scorpions like this. And then there's the big scorpions like this. There's the tarantulas. There's this. There's everything deadly is in those areas.
There's scorpions here.
Because we went out, we'd go play at the creek in Marlow. And I remember one day we had cousins from here in St. Louis down there with us at this time. We were playing, digging in the sand, building little castles. And one of us hit a moccasin.
Lucky.
Like a little spot where all the eggs were.
Did you throw them a party?
And so all the moccasins just came flopping out of this. It was just, it seemed like 100 snakes came out of there.
You weren't in the water though.
We were on the shore, yeah.
Good.
No, that's where we were digging. And it came out of where we were digging at.
Wait. In the shore, like on the shore?
Or sidewinder, same thing. What's that?
Wait on. You were like in the sand or in the dirt?
We're on the
you were
shore.
digging and then they came out of that hole?
Yes.
Oh.
And it was sidewinders, which are
I thought you were saying in the water.
Moccasins, I believe. But I remember sidewinder
Wow.
is what you call them down there. Anyways, yeah. So deadly world. That's what you're talking about. Was your butt itchy? Probably.
Yeah. You got
That's
over
the
it
kind of
though.
world that's a itchy butt world down there.
Yeah. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
You made it out alive though, kid.
I did.
You made it out alive.
Because if you look at the OK symbol, it kind of looks like,
An anus?
yes, a canus, as they would say properly.
Kunis. What is
At
that? A
Harvard.
purple starfish.
Yeah.
I've heard it called a purple starfish before.
Chocolate flavored water.
Oh man, my favorite.
Yeah. Those Limp Biscuit. West Borland, guaranteed he has bidets in every 15 toilets in his house. I'm guessing he lives in that kind of place.
Okay.
When you're in the biscuits. But anyway, so you're doing construction in your basement. What's going on down here? That's what I wanted to get at originally.
Worms in the booty makes you think of construction in the basement.
We're in the bottom.
I know it makes sense. I mean, I'm not hating it. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on a second. Let me refresh my mouth.
We just couldn't get through one flipping episode without you doing that. Dude. What are we doing? Oh, just spending hours of my time so my family can have light in the basement. That's all.
That's very cool in this modern time to put lights somewhere.
Yeah. I have an obsession. It's a weird obsession with canned lights. Mikhail makes fun of me all the time with it. I have a hard on for canned lights. I like canned lights. I like them. I would put them everywhere if I could.
I know it's weird, but you and I have something similar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you like canned lights?
Well, I bought, this is ridiculous, but it's probably, I don't know, it was a huge box loaded with canned beans. I like canned beans. You like canned lights? We're kind of the same.
I really thought for a second that you were saying something serious to relate to me. That's not serious.
Canned beans are...
I really did. I thought that you were saying something serious to relate to me. And I got really excited because normally you're joking. And looks like that's what this is.
Well, I like cans too. That's all I'm saying.
Canned beans are great. I love canned beans too. So, don't remember what I was talking about.
So you bought canned lights. You like putting lights in the house so you're doing construction. All this.
Do you like can lights? How do you feel about can lights? I feel like they make any room. I feel like they make, if you put can lights in a room, it will make a room look better. It will make you look richer, more wealthy. It'll make you look, it's just something about can lights. I love can lights. Like you go into any contemporary home, you go into like multi-million-dollar homes and stuff. Typically there is canned lights everywhere because they provide very nice lighting.
Okay. In the trailer homes I often go to, we like those
the duck lights.
We like the torch lights, where it looks like a light flickering, where it looks like a torch.
You've never been into like a really nice home? Yes, you have. Stop that nonsense.
I've lived in Oklahoma and Missouri. I'm sorry, I haven't gone to the nice places like you have. I'm obviously not like
You've done better.
Rich like you are. That's been able to go to places with can lights. Okay, so I will say this: whenever you put can lights in a ceiling, it does make the room look more large, which is wonderful. Taller ceiling. I do like that. So yes, can lights are great. However, you have to be careful with the color of the illuminescent.
Absolutely, 100%. I will never. I will
like
never
a
go.
doctor's office.
I will never go 5,000K. That's daylight.
No, that's gross because that looks like a doctor's office.
Yes, it's essentially fluorescent.
I'm getting my teeth cleaned.
Right.
That.
Yeah.
You want it to kind of look like a 1980s. You want it to look like this pizzeria.
You want the soft white. Want the soft white.
The lighting here in this pizzeria is you gotta match that.
Yeah.
It
feels homey. Put some red in it.
And it looks like your Aunt Rita, who smoked her whole life, matches her teeth. That's the color light you want.
Actually, you are correct.
Yeah.
And I were making a joke.
No, I'm serious. Like that
but
yellow,
it's true.
That I should say gold. The original gold tooth is Aunt Rita's smoke tooth, and now hip hop artists and all the cool kids, they have the gold teeth like Aunt Rita. She started it. That lady rules,
Do you have an Aunt Rita?
No, but I want one. But I kind of had an adopted Aunt Rita, honestly.
But she took you in?
She didn't smoke. No, she didn't take me in. But she would. Oh, aunts don't just take you in.
Then what? Her name wasn't Rita.
She made candles.
Okay.
And she would help me. I got to learn how to cut off the bottom of these candles. And it was a round shape, about an inch thick. And she taught me how to make Pac-Man out of it. So we'd make Pac-Man candles. And I put the wick in there, cut the little eyeballs.
That sounds fun.
It was awesome. So Rita's awesome. And then we got rich enough to buy a $35,000 home down the street from Rita. She lived a couple houses over.
Boy.
So she's my neighbor. It was awesome. It's pretty cool.
Were you over there a lot?
No, I was in high school by this time.
Were you over there a lot?
Oh, the time.
She didn't smoke, you said? Or she did smoke?
I don't think she smoked, actually.
No?
But Rita does seem like the lady that smokes, except for that Rita.
Invite the high school boys over. Give them a pack of cigarette.
Oh, man. Check out the Denny.
Maybe give them some old Sutton. What is it? Sutton Homes. Sutter Homes. The $3 wine.
Ooh,
rosé, baby.
Something nice.
All day.
$2 Chuck.
It's not $2 anymore, though, man. Remember drinking that? Drinking that?
$2 Chuck. That's some stuff. What's it now?
I think it's like $3 or $3.50. I don't know. I haven't bought it.
Doggone.
Hey, man, I haven't been to Trader Joe's in quite a while.
Man.
Mikkel just recently went, but I remember, man, getting $2 Chuck all the time. Remember that?
Yeah.
Dude, that was...
What I find weird... Okay.
I enjoyed that
I was
wine.
at Trader J's. I won't say the name fully because I don't want to throw anyone under the bus. But I was over there. And they have this sparkling water in a giant plastic bottle. And they have the orange flavor or tangerine, whatever it is, and all these various flavors.
Yeah.
So it might be $1, something like that, for the huge thing. But then they sell this, I think it's a 12 or 18 pack. And it's like $25 if you get the whole pack.
Is it the Orangina?
Yeah.
Orangina.
I think that's right. But if you buy the whole
glass
pack,
little, like, that it like kind of sills out, like almost like a teardrop?
No, it's a big plastic.
Oh, never mind. That's not
And so if you buy it individually, not very expensive. But if you, for some reason, get where it should be a much cheaper rate, they probably add $6 onto it. I don't understand this.
Hold on. Say that again.
So if I was to buy the
wasn't
bottle,
paying
let's say the bottle is $1.
Okay.
A sparkling water, $1. but then up front they have it in a
Case.
The case
Of
with
like-
a little plastic over the top of it, and I think it might be 18
For 12 of them?
and it's like $26 or something. And I can't figure that math out quite right, but I think you're getting ripped if you buy that. So I'd rather just
Well,
buy
yeah, I
the
mean,
whole thing
if
and make
that's
them
what it
scan
is.
everything. I don't
That's what
understand.
it is. Absolutely, you're getting ripped off.
Why would they be more?
I've seen that. You see that every once in a while.
What's the
In
point of
stores.
that?
I don't know.
No, I guess-
Maybe it's for the convenience of just you go and buy, like maybe somebody is looking to buy, and you said it was at the front, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So it's a quick purchase.
So it's a quick part. You come in for a party. Oh, this would be good. I'll go ahead and take these. And then, you take them.
tell you.
So I don't know.
Yeah, but I won't say the name of that place.
Yeah. It was best that you abbreviated. It was.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Trader Joe.
You just said it.
I can say Trader Joe without putting the E on there, and no one will know.
Yeah.
Or the S.
It's really a shame though that $2 Chuck is no longer $2 Chuck.
Yeah.
You know how many good nights you and I had with $2 Chuck?
Now $3 what the Chuck?
If not more. I don't even know. It might be more now. That was back in like 2010, 2011.
All the way
that
back
was $2
yonder?
Chuck.
A boomer is like a little squirrel.
That was way back.
I remember going. You and I would drink a bottle
Yeah.
on a Friday night, fall asleep on Southern's couch.
And just think about that too. We were drinking wine, right? Real deal good wine. Think about all the ladies that they just saw how sophisticated we were. They were always around us.
Always
Incredible. Granted, they were on TV.
reality shows, but they
It
knew.
was still really cool,
They
man.
knew.
And we also had, speaking of ladies though, in that particular place, the neighbor who made absolute amazing Mediterranean food.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What was her name?
She was incredible.
I'll never forget.
Her name. Thank you. Me either.
That was good. Okay.
I know what you're going to say. Does it involve a feline?
Involve what?
A feline?
Well, yeah. I mean, no, not that.
Okay, not that moment.
I remember throwing a party in Southern's house whenever he was out of town, and she came running over, all like just disheveled, busted in the house. So there was like probably 20 or 25 people. It wasn't like huge, but and she came running in, threw up the door, starts yelling at everybody. Oh yeah, she was like on it, dude.
To get out?
and then ran, and she goes, "I'm calling the cops." But like she was, what was? I think she was Armenian. Was she Armenian?
I don't think she was that type of foreign.
Okay.
No. I don't think she's Armenian. I think. Dang it! I should know this.
I forgot. I'm pretty sure.
Is she?
I thought she was Armenian, dude.
Was she Turkish? Or,
Maybe Turkish.
Yeah, somewhere. Anyways.
No, she wasn't Turkish. I don't think she was Turkish.
Man, she
didn't make Turkish
She
tea
was so
or
sweet.
Turkish coffee.
Her daughter was.
You ever had Turkish coffee? You've had Turkish coffee, dude. It's so
dude,
good.
that art form.
Oh,
When's
solid.
that needs to have a comeback.
Did you not mute your phone?
Hold on. I want people to know what this is.
You didn't mute your phone.
Okay.
Hope that was an important
that's-
phone call.
Well,
Was that the missus?
yeah, and I have a sister-in-law that is the size of she has got like 15 bowling balls right now in her belly, due at any moment.
Oh no.
I wonder if that's the
Okay.
the baba.
Yeah.
Ooh, I bet it is because she knows better than to call right now in the middle of the afternoon. Normally I'm napping, man.
Done better.
You beat.
So I gotta probably find out what's going on with that in just a second.
You need to leave. It's okay.
Doggone it. But yeah. So anyways, she was a good spy. That neighbor.
Yeah, she would know. There, yeah. Well, she loved Southern and all that. So like
She's a
she was
sweetheart,
good, and she was a lovely lady.
She made those grape the grape wraps. Where they use
what's that called? Oh, come on, with the grape leaves.
yeah.
Domas.
And then her hummus.
Domas.
whatever it is, but then hummus as well,
Yeah.
and then any meat she made was just.
It was always so good. I know.
God bless her, and I'll never forget her name. You won't either. It's so good, dude.
I won't ever forget that woman's name.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Man.
All right. Hey, so I wanted to talk about some things real quick.
Okay.
I found something very interesting on Reddit,
Yeah.
on the old Reddits. What are some things that regular people will likely never get to experience?
That's actually a very good question. Well, one thing that regular people will never get to experience, just good old regular people.
Regular people,
Yeah, I will say this,
quote unquote.
they'll never. Okay, they won't get to experience even something this simple. Let's think here before I get too cocky and weird. I guess one thing, because I've never got to experience this, but being on the official set of a huge blockbuster movie.
Yeah.
Regular people will never get to experience that. They won't even get to experience the low budget set of a movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Or that's got to be. I am so curious what that would be like, actually.
What do you mean? Like
To be on like a set of like a major blockbuster, like one that's like a Michael Bay or like a James Cameron, like one like a big 300
Where it
million,
has-
$400 million budget.
the top like 10 people that are building the film all have their own RVs. And then the number one guy has probably a house on the set. And then there's semi trucks. There's this thing. There's catering. There's the extras and the lower casted people. Their catering section. And then over here is, that's the top build. You don't get to go into the top build section.
Right.
You stay over here
Yeah.
with the extras.
Do you think?
Because I've got to eat from the extras before, and you get to look over. Oh, there's all those people. What are they doing?
They got a Pollo Loco.
Whoa.
We only have Taco Bell.
Yeah. Oh man. Rich.
Do you think in our lifetime that regular people that will be able to go to space?
Yeah. Okay, I think regular people with money. Now this sounds weird. There's two different types.
Okay. I mean, like more like middle. Like, do you think that like it'll be like a common, like we're like, middle class can fly. They can go to Florida. They can go to New York, wherever. It's all very.
Which I disagree with. Go on. I think middle class should be stuck to the ground. Have to do what poor people do. Wait. No, never mind. Because anyways, go on. That would hinder my life.
So
will what a poor person ever go to space? And here's why I think, or a regular human can't, because in space, let's say we're picking Mars and they're ready to go and finally take over Mars. They're going to put oxygen in there. They're going to do the whole 9 yards. They're building things. They're doing this and that. Well, they will need the guy that can run HVAC. They're going to need the guy that can repair a spacecraft. They're going to need the guy that can repair a tire. They're going to need a guy that can go in and do intricate work on plumbing, this and that. So they're going to need regular folk. They're also going to need the teacher to come in, educate those little space babies. The aliens to Mars. Think about this. Here's what's cool.
But do you think? Hold on.
When they're on Mars, there are aliens coming in.
I'm talking about in our lifetime, though. I think that. Do you think that? Don't you think what you're talking about though is getting kind of ahead of ourselves as far as
You
like?
just ask, will regular people ever experience it?
I know, but you're. I feel like
I didn't know there's a timeline.
I said in our lifetime.
Well, my life's going to be very long.
Well, so I mean though, but like even like I don't think that in our. I mean, maybe. Geez, who knows with how fast technology and everything. You think that in our lifetime that we will be living life outside of space, where like we will develop colonies like on say Mars, or even just like some space station or something, where like we were I guess more so like planet though, like where that kind of stuff will be needed. I'm thinking more in our lifetime is more space travel of
the Branson Virgin.
Yeah,
flight
like visiting, not necessarily going and establishing.
Yeah, and I know this sounds weird because it's going to cost a few $100,000 to go up to see, not even go to outer space. You're still in our
orbit. Yeah,
orbit. You're not even getting to
Right.
outer space yet. So in order to do that, it's going to cost a few $100,000. And I do think there's going to be people who are intrigued enough that want to know really what it's like, what's really going on up there. They will spend any penny they have to do it. And these are normal folks who might have worked really hard to save up a couple $100,000 to do this, and that's all they have. Yes, that will happen.
Do you think it'll be as common though as flying in an airplane?
Well,
in our lifetime, where average people
here's
can do
where
it.
supposedly the idea originally, why I think it will be in our lifetime, possibly, is that if we're really against using the fuel and this and that, we want to be green. If we're really truly wanting to impact our environment in that way where we protect it, we will do the idea where you can send something up right above, like we're still in orbit here, right above the planet. The planet spins quicker than where you can sit at up there. So whenever you drop down, the Earth has moved a ton, so you can travel very fast. And you can start here in the U.S., and the Earth will move just a little bit, and you go, boop, you're down, and now you're in Russia, where you can go and land in Moscow, and it'll save some space and time.
You think that'll be? I mean, that concept is actually really cool. But what's the difference?
Why would it not happen? That's one thing. But also the Concorde.
The Concorde. That was a cool plane.
It's coming. Like they're revamping that brand again, so that will maybe alleviate that need for us to go into space to have quick travel. Because that company's coming back.
I'm curious about your logic on this, and I might be totally wrong. That's why I'm curious. With your logic on the coming, I see it's a cool. I get what you're saying. Coming up, the world starts spinning.
Yeah.
Whenever you come back down, you're now in a different spot.
Yeah.
You think that would be faster than going just up to say 30,000 feet and then flying?
Yeah, because it doesn't take that long to get out of, our typical, like, what is it?
Right, but how much?
50,000
So you're saying though that the Earth would move faster?
You could go up, and by the time, I don't know.
Dang, no,
I'm researching this.
It's interesting. No, but it's interesting though, because I'm actually curious. I never thought about that as like a way of travel. If that would actually work faster than just going up a little bit, flying, and then landing, whereas going up
it might
into space and then coming back down, and the Earth moved. Is this a high thought?
Magic School Bus, whatever that show was, that book.
Yeah,
this is where that's coming from. My heart wants this to be real. Where you take a little school bus, it shoots you up there, and then but you could even.
Did you just troll me?
No. I've heard this before. But
okay.
You travel up, you shoot up to right above the Earth's, and we're spinning, and then you're gonna still move in this direction.
Mm-hmm.
You're headed towards, and then when you drop down, the Earth has already moved enough that you get there quicker.
No, I mean it makes sense.
Yeah.
But the question is, I guess, is
Earth moving? I get it. Maybe we're on a flat plane. I don't know, bruh. I'm just here telling things. I get what you're throwing, dude.
Yeah.
I catch on. I'm not an idiot.
No,
I'm not.
Okay, so space is not out of the question then, you say.
Okay, no.
Space is not out of the question.
No, I think another thing that regular people will never, ever, ever get to experience is if you get information of let's say you've slowly developed this because you're a regular person, you don't have a ton of money, but over the course of 20 years, you've been investing in a stock. Let's say it's AT&T. You've been investing in AT&T for X amount of years and you have 25 grand in it, right? Not a lot of money, but for a regular person, that's a ton of money. For me, that'd be great. Although I'm not regular, I'm better than you all because I'm a king. So the 25, but if you have 25 you want to give me, that's fine. I'll take it. Because I kind of need it. Anyways, but I'm a king, so I'm just kidding. But seriously, if you have $25 grand in there, and then you find out that, oh man, in 3 days, Apple is gonna drop significantly, like over 75%. It's gonna go down to like, let's say it's going down to $120 a share. But 2 weeks after that, it goes up to $6,000. It's all planned. It's gonna happen. And so you're like, dude, I'm selling AT&T today. Boom, sold it. Bought the shares when it went down at the right time. Crushing it. Bought a ton of shares in Apple. The next 2 weeks go by, it shoots up to $6,000 a share. That profit you made 125, and you have, 20,000 shares, and now you can sell them for $6,000 each, and you made a ton, just absurd amount of money, record-breaking numbers. Okay. And then the government finds out, and is like, how'd you find us? Oh, Lloyd, he works for the Apple company. He said that the shares are going to drop, but then in 2 weeks they go up. It's called insider trading. Like, oh, you're getting arrested. You're doing insider trading. You're going to jail. But the abnormal people, like Nancy Pelosi, these kind of politicians, if you look at any politician, and there's so many, it doesn't matter what aisle. I
was confused. For
what aisle? It doesn't matter what aisle you're on, but she's the most famous. It doesn't matter what aisle, because it goes on both sides. Republican, Democrat, both do this. But all of them are guilty. There's a lot of guys and girls that are guilty of insider trading, made a fortune from this. They will never go to jail. They'll never get arrested, and they get to enjoy the wealth of that insider trading. Yeah. Normal people will never get to experience that. One thing normal humans will never get to enjoy. Yeah. Which is why vote for me in 2020, because I'm running for Senate.
You're gonna legalize insider trading, aren't you?
No, gosh, I don't want regular people. I want to be able to do that. I want to start off with I got a lot of money. I got like negative hundreds of thousands of dollars. So if I can start off negative 100, and then within 4 years I'm worth about 100 million, you're like, how did that happen?
That guy went.
Nope.
That guy went.
No big deal. Don't ask questions. Just luck of the draw. Just happens.
I was wondering where you were going with that. I was very confused.
Insider trading.
But I understand.
Regular people will never get away with that. They'll go to jail every time.
Yeah.
But the big dogs that control that stuff, they don't go to jail. And by the grace of God, this here poodle's a big poodle. I pray I am, man. I want to be a big dog where I don't go to jail for that. Where do you find insider trading?
Nancy Pelosi.
Okay. I'll go to whatever Applebee she eats at. She's getting some good info.
Have you, what do you think about, what's his name?
I like that guy.
You've done better. So that's ugly, right?
The guy that had a stroke that keeps pausing at like all.
Mr. Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell.
Not sure what's going on there. I don't want to poke fun at.
I'm not poking fun. It's just hard.
You know what? Illnesses.
But if you're going to be in office at 90 years old or however old you are, you're going to get made fun of. I'm sorry. That's why just term limits, man.
This is why.
But they're never going to vote for it because other one's voting for it.
Well, I do feel like he needs to get a raise.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
I will say, man, okay. To pull the curtain back a little bit, you'll never believe it, but I like being in showbiz. So I'm accidentally putting my life in front of the cameras and the media. So I'm just praying that the day never comes. That's why I take vitamins. I eat good stuff.
Oh, you're going to live to be at least 90.
I eat hot dogs that are cooked. I eat nice things.
You like hot dogs?
I don't want I love hot dogs, but I don't want my brain to be all.
See, that's all side-goggling, you know.
I don't want that to go on the Mitch thing happening or the whatever else guy I can't talk about, but president. Anyways, I don't want those pauses to happen in my life. I don't want to be silly in front of the camera. So I just feel bad for those folks because we don't know what the heck's going on. Is there some, have they had strokes that are really affecting them? Is it?
Oh, something totally happened.
Something's going on. But
Absolutely.
why are people not being their friend where it's like, or family where it's saying, hey,
because they don't care.
Time to step
Because they don't
not do
care.
this. You've done a good job. I don't know if he's done a good job, but let's pretend that he's done. I don't even know what his history's been or anything. But let's just say the guy's worked his tail off to be in the place he's at. He's probably done good, hopefully, for his community. I don't know. But I don't even know what party. That's how much I know about this stuff. But
Mitch McConnell, I think, is a Republican.
yeah, I don't know what he's done. So, but let's just pretend he's done an awesome job. Wouldn't you want his legacy to end where it's like, wow, you did this for X amount of years and
100%.
you raised $8 billion for whatever state you're from.
But not if you're making $200K a year or however much you're making.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
It's like, nah, just keep bringing it in.
Come on, you got to have your boys back.
It is crazy. I know,
Got to
man.
have your
The
boys
whole-
back.
I know it's been like a thing. Everybody talks about term limits and stuff, and like it's like beating a dead horse. But it's so true though. Like just how it just needs to be reformed. It does. Like you see like those shirts and stuff of like saying like 2024, anyone under 80. It's true.
Well, I do find it.
It's ridiculous. I don't know a lot about politics, but it's just.
I mean, I guess
so
the way you could do
it's so
it is
stupid.
where it's like, okay, whoever, because I want to reward folks, especially in the 80s, stuff like that. If they're sharp and they're still going, it's like maybe that's our talking head where they're the fun guy that you have in front of the camera, but we know they're not doing anything.
That's Joe Biden, isn't it? But he's not the fun guy. I mean, he's.
You know what I mean? Like,
But that's Joe Biden, isn't
I think
it?
he's still trying to be on. I think the guy's still
Okay,
trying to work.
but so you're
his
saying,
charm.
wait, hold on. You're saying that you would rather have somebody that
No, here's-
was not.
Let me finish this. So you have that guy that's the president, right? He gets that cool title. He's the fun guy. He gets to go out and love. And I think I want to get into Biden's thing because I know like he does that thing where he'll come up to a little kid and they're like, you know, pause and they look at him all terrified because they don't know what the heck.
Have you seen those videos?
The best. But
One straight up starts crying.
I think what happens is at one point, there was probably from the time he was, you know, he was dad mode, he was into like the uncle age, and now he's into like ancient age. But I think there was a period where it's like, oh, this is funny because he's like, he knows how to be silly and he's playing a joke on me. I get it. He's being the silly uncle kind of thing. And now it's turned into, oh, he doesn't realize like it doesn't work the same. He's not doing the same thing he used to do. So now it comes off different. And now it comes off a little creepy. So it's not working. Right?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Because I guess, yeah, okay.
So
yeah.
I just think you get those guys that are sweet. They're kind of like a Santa Claus. They're that the guy the guy that
don't know
owned
when
the
to
toys,
quit.
The guy that owned the, you get those old guys that own the toy store and Home Alone 2. Remember that sweet guy that gave
Oh yeah, I love gave him the
that
pea,
guy,
the
you
dove.
find him, he gets to go on TV and talk about how good our country is and all this stuff. But then you have the manager of America, and that's the dude that runs the show. And so you have to run for
It's
that.
kind of like the
office.
Queen.
No, the
I'm
Queen
saying
is
kinda like how the Queen,
the
though.
Queen gets to be the happy.
That was she was
goes
the
around
face,
and does things and drinks
Right.
scotch or whatever.
but she's
Yeah.
not running the country.
No,
she's the
So
queen.
you have the prime minister who runs. Yes, so we get a prime minister kind of character, a manager. You vote for him,
But isn't that really kind of how it is, though? I mean, I think Trump was
No,
kind of maybe
dude,
the only one that.
don't ruin our. The way America works is who you vote for is the guy running the show. You know that. Don't ask questions. This is not that kind of show where we ask questions. We just pretend that everything that we see is the way it's supposed to be. Okay. Duh. What do you?
We started just like freaking out. Like you started like
Dude, bro.
twitching.
No, I'm about to. That was my contact. This hot. My eye got a little
Tweet.
pulse. Yeah, got a little
You got a vein in there.
tweet.
Popped
Twitch.
blood.
There's my
Blood
other
vessel.
contact. It finally broke. Oh, my third one.
When,
That's my
when
third eye.
Scott starts talking politics,
No, but I think it'd be fun to have that happy looking character, the white haired guy that's 150 years old. He's the guy.
yeah,
that's
but it
going
couldn't
on
happen in
TV
America
and
because that's
smiley
what's
and-
happening right now. Like what Americans I feel like feel is happening with Joe Biden is that where he's just a face and there's a puppet behind him pulling all the strings and doing everything, and then but America doesn't like that.
And you know what's weird?
So I don't know if it could happen in America
Here's what's
like it could
frustrating.
in England.
In my personal life, what's frustrating? Whenever I had a big dream as a kid, a huge dream. Like this was my thing.
Was it a wet dream?
Kind of, but better. I wanted to be a puppeteer. I was going to go to college for it. I was going to do the whole thing. My buddy Joey Goldsmith, he got to go to college for puppeteering. I'm like, this is something I really want to do. And my parents talked me out of it. But then you find out later on that you know,
Joy went to college for puppeteering.
I'm just making it. I'm just throwing his name under, pretending.
Oh, I was like, wow, I didn't know.
So
To bring it up to him next time I see him.
he actually went in for me, but he's embarrassed about that. So but it's a good career for clowns. So I wanted to be a puppeteer, and the dadgum parents talked me out of this. And then you find out that the president's controlled by a puppeteer. You know, I could have been that guy.
You could have been that guy.
I could have been doing the thing with Biden where it's like,
You missed the boat there, sir.
you could relate to the fire victims by saying, my house kind of caught on fire.
Was it in my Corvette?
Or my Corvette almost caught on fire. I can relate, dude. It's cool. We're like the same thing. It was almost sad and tragic. Almost. Sure, you lost some kids and your wife and your grandma and your grandpa and everything, but I almost lost a Corvette. I could have been that puppeteer, and I missed out.
Yeah, you did.
It would have been awesome. I'll yell at my parents forever for that. Man, I feel good now that we know about politics. I feel like I learned a whole bunch about politics today.
In this, I don't know. How did we do it?
I don't know, dude.
We took each other to school, bro.
We did. Thanks, man. This was good. I learned a lot. I learned that you're good at repairing homes, so that's good to know. Sorry, repairing pizza shops.
I got some of them skills.
Yeah, what else did we learn today?
Does it look DIY? A little bit. That's okay.
Yeah. You done did it yourself.
Don't did it
The
myself. Something be on my
DIYMTR.
Yep. What else did we learn today? Hey, wait. Hey,
Yeah.
you want it real fast.
Uh-huh.
Actually, never mind. We can talk about it next time because we're at one. We're almost done. We're supposed to be done here. We're doing an hour long. An hour long.
That's what the puppet masters say.
That's all we got.
Who's really controlling us? Oh, also, we found out that regular people will not be, well, they will be in space, kind of, but maybe not.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what
I love space so much.
We'll see what that cool new iPhone will provide for us.
I've gotten really like into space and just the cosmos and
The Kramer. Dude, love space. Yeah. I love Kevin Spacey. I love Cosmo Kramer. All those characters.
do you ever watch the Seinfeld bloopers?
Yeah. On the tubes.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
funny.
man. Dude, I love bloops.
Bloopers are fun.
Yeah. I love bloobies. I love big bloobies.
Breasts.
And I
Scott
love
loves nothing more than big bloopies.
Breasts.
You've done better.
Hey, hey, hey!
A lemur is like a little squirrel.
So that's ugly, not younger.
That's what I love.
How many of those did you press?
A whole bunch.
I can tell.
Yeah. No one heard a thing. I also learned that this sound happens in a toilet. If you don't have a bidet.
Did you record that from you? Or
Yeah.
is that
No, actually, I'm not that ignorant. I went into an airport and stuck it under the stall next to me, and that happened.
Oh, and let the guy.
Yeah,
Did he see you?
probably.
Did he say anything?
Because I accidentally had the picture thing aimed at me,
Oh.
and you could see when the camera thing. And I didn't mean to do it. I was trying to aim the other way.
So he saw your face?
Yeah, I like taking pictures of guys in bathroom stalls.
Yeah. Did he send you a little note under?
Mm-hmm.
Slide you a Post-it? Looking for the glory hole.
Cool pick.
Thanks. I try. All right,
Dude,
we're
here-
done.
Thank you.
I think we're done.
Yeah, I think so too. That was awesome. And
Hey, thanks everybody for watching.
Yeah.
That was good times, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think this
For those of you who did watch.
Yeah. I mean, look at the numbers. It's wild. The numbers speak for themselves.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huge.
Obviously, the numbers are men because they speak for themselves.
You've done better.
Sexist jokes. They don't work anymore, do they?
You have to bleep it out too.
I
don't know if
will,
you can say
I will.
sexist
A
on.
lemur is like a little squirrel.
Yeah, that was a boomer joke. Sorry.
Okay,
about that.
bye everybody.
Yeah, bye. Thank
See
you.
ya.
Hey, this was before we say see ya. We want to say thank you for listening to Podcasteria. And again, this is Chooch.
And that's King Scott.
That's right.
Hey, no, for real though. Thank you for if you stuck around and stuff. Thanks for hanging out with us.
And we know that if you actually stuck around, we don't have to say the handles. But it's the Podcasteria everywhere. And check out our website. It's pretty cool. A lot of graphic photos and videos, but otherwise it's pretty neato. So thank you guys so much. And we will see you on the next delivery of the Podcasteria.
Now that's service.